Good evening, guys. So today's expiry wasn't good as things did not happen the way we were expecting it to be. Assuming most of us would have been out from trading today itself with the loss quotas getting hit, which I believe is fine in few sessions against many winning sessions, or rather we have been making monies on most of the days, and in a month there have been 2 or 3 odd sessions where we do face losses. Well, again, my apologies that I couldn't onboard you to the long trade, while being a very rigid follower of the trend. Yes, I'm a trend follower, so I would refrain going against the trend. Uh, and I never try to punt, I never try to punt, or I rather, I never try a trade which is not convincing as per the trading plan. Let us see, or let's try to gauge, as in where did I went wrong, or why I couldn't get you into the trade, to the long trade basically. So as a trader, you will, or rather you need to follow your trading plan, the same plan every day, no matter what, or how the day is turning out to be. You have to stick to your plan. You got no leverage, or you are not allowed to add any exceptions to your trading plan, okay, which will result you success in maximum number of days with few losing ones. I believe we are, or we should be okay for that, right? There is no such holy grails, that you can just have and can make money on a daily basis. That there is a process which needs to be followed. So where did I go wrong? Why I couldn't onboard you to the long trades? Let's try to understand. Okay, this is as per my theory. This is as per my trading plan, or rather the way I make you trade. You have been in channel for more than some are there for more than 6 months, some are there for since inception of it. So let's try to understand what went wrong, or why we actually couldn't enter into the long trade. So this is where market open. Okay, it made a low of, so this is the pattern that is from yesterday. This is the pattern we have plotted onto the charts, monitoring, and this is where it have indicated that probably it is going to break it down further. Okay, so this was the initial indication. This is the level of retest. Okay, this is the level of retest and the OI support as well. So the trend out here is negative, but the momentum happening was positive. Yes, there would have been a possibility that this being the here being the level of 30,500, which is the OI support, we were expecting a bit of bounce. We did not enter into the short trade after it tested this level, because we were knowing that this is the level where it is going to take a bit of support and going to make a bounce. So did not enter into short trade, but yes, with the initial indication that it attempted to break it down once, that triggers that there are high probability that it could further break it down after couple of retracements or couple of retests. That was number one. Then it began to move further. Okay, so the levels between 30,500 and 30,700 was like a 2-minute move, or rather the move which cannot be captured. Those who were trying to catch the bottom based on their theories or whatever it is, they might have entered into the lows of it and continue to hold the trades, because from this level to this level you must have been in a pretty gains. So if your trading plan does indicates you all those things, then very good, keep it up. Then as soon as it was trading somewhere around 30,800, 30,700, this was sort of a no trade zone, because you got 31,000 as in OI resistance right on the top of your head, where you cannot enter in long trade, and you got 30,500, which is again your OI support for the day. But the trend being negative, or trend being weak, we were more focused on the short trade rather getting into sort of any sort of long trade, because you have not entered into long trade, you don't have the cushion, so it doesn't make sense for you to look for the long trade while the trend is negative. There could be quite a many retracement, there could be quite a bit of bounce, that can ultimately turn into a reversal. So that's the reason we again did not look for the long trade until 31,000 OI resistance. Now here, if you see, there was an attempt of breakout that is taking place. Okay, here there is an attempt of breakout which is taking place. So above OI resistance, up to 100 to 150 points, there are decent chances of it to be making the reversals. Also with the multiple resistance that you got out here, these are high probability levels from where it can make a bit of reversal and continue the fall. So again, the trend was the ongoing trend is negative, but there is again a bounce and retracement which is currently taking place. So again, here we also sort of couldn't have entered into long up to the levels of 31,150 or 200. Now once it is also getting crossed, or rather it is getting breached, now you are facing the resistance of this pattern, which is again at the levels of 31,370 to 31,400. If we are going to enter again into long trade at this level, we know that there is an over resistance at 31,500, right? So again, this wouldn't have given a comfort that that where the trend is currently negative, the trend is weak, and we are expecting this to be sort of a bounce which is happening. Doesn't make sense into entering into long trade. So we again did not enter there as well. So again, that same theory. If you breach 31,500, which is any sort of OI resistance, there are quite a good chances that even after breaking the OI resistance by 100-150 points, there are decent chances of it to be making a reversal from there. So again, could not enter into long trade again here as well. The ideal level to enter into long trade would have been only here. Okay, so to enter somewhere around here, I mean, I don't know what it would need to be triggered. When you are at the very confident negative trend, falling trend, the data has been indicating you with quite a bit of negativity. The sentiments are negative, the momentum are negative. So I think, I mean, I accept that I did not onboard you to the long trade, but I also accept that I will not be able to onboard you to a long trade in future upcoming such sessions where the trend is negative. Okay, me being you call me rigid, me being a rigid trend follower, I will continue to follow the trend, which will give me the success in maximum number of days, and I'm okay to lose such handful few days when I'm not making any gains, but I know to the limit where I'm going to make the losses. Okay, so these are the ultimate reasons that are in front of you where I couldn't onboard you to the long trade. Another scenario, or rather the phenomena that I just observed, if you see this, or rather if you look at this downward trending channel, downward sloping channel that we got here, there was an attempt to break it out. Okay, now if you look at the date, this is again the last week expiry. Okay, here it made a retest, and again it is trying to break it out. Now this is also the expiry move. So really not sure, some pattern is getting played out here on the expiry days, where it attempts to make a breakout to the quite a long downward sloping channel. The next day it trades a bit sideways, and probably on Monday it makes a huge fall with the opening itself. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that we need to look for the short trade, or we need to prepare ourselves for the big fall or for the big rise, but the today's move was purely the expiry move. Okay, the move that you see here, so the postmortems will always be easier than the actual sort of diagnosis and getting into play during the very real time basis. If you can focus on the candles, if you have not entered into somewhere around into this zone, entering anywhere would have been very difficult. The more the upper wicks that you see are sort of an indication that players are finding these levels to be weaker, or they are not intending to hold their positions out here and are sort of booking their trades. This has been quite a many times in this entire rally or rise that you see, but the very next candle used to just lift it up and break the previous high. So if you not entered and somewhere around here, trading this entire zone would be very choppy and wouldn't have made a comfortable entries at all. So moving on to the Bank Nifty setup for tomorrow, that is 23rd of April. Pattern formations, as we see here, now this triangular pattern has been broken out today, but with the breakout of the pattern, I don't see it to be no sort of a convincing breakout at the moment, because the pattern breakout or any channel breakout need that confirmation which is being exhibited by the aggression of the breakout that is taking place. I don't see any sort of such aggression to be taking place here. Rather the participants around here appears that they have just entered into it, just trying out the trade, and it appears to be working out here. So you go back to the channel, you look into any sort of breakout and breakdown trades that we have been entering into, and with the pictures you will be yourself be able to see what are those breakout or breakdown candles, or what is the aggression that I'm talking about, which is missing here, which further leads to the reformation of the pattern. So we got two formations of the pattern at the moment, rather three formations of the pattern at the moment. One is this, which is indicating sort of a breakout, but I'm not very much convinced with this breakout, as it is not indicating quite a strong sentiments around here. Then based on these formations, there is another symmetrical triangle pattern which has formed today. So if market opens at the same levels and makes a drag, that is going to confirm this pattern formation, that is going to have this point as the third point value out here. Okay, we got first, we got second, we got third around here. Here we got first, here we got second. So quite probably, if market opens a bit of with a gap down, a bit low from the current levels, that is going to confirm the formation of this pattern out here. Then we got the steep upward trending channel for the day. This one, as I say, the steeply upward trending channels are very short lived. They do not remain on the charts for a longer period of time. So this is going to be a short lived. Let's see, it either breaks out quite aggressively, or it will be making further breakdown. If it makes a further breakdown, based on the setup and based on the levels that has been drawn on the charts, it does appear that if we lack momentum for tomorrow's session, it may be a sort of sideways session. It may be a sideways session for tomorrow if traders are not very much convinced or not very optimistic about the trades they are going to enter into. With respect to the breakout or the breakdown levels to enter, as you see, this is also sort of a formation of the channel out here, sorry, formation of the triangle out here. If it makes a fall, then it makes a further breakout, then we will be looking to enter into long trade. But again, as per my theory, as per my plan, I will not be comfortable entering near the zone of 32,000, which is again going to be an OI resistance. Okay, what we have been following, we will continue to follow. No matter what, if any trade is missed out, if we are not making gains on a particular day, that is fine. We are intending to make gains on the maximum number of days, so that should be okay. If it is breaking out, and if it's not comfortably trading somewhere around 32,300 odd levels, beyond or above this breakout or the resistance level, probably there we are going to enter into the long trade. But when we are entering into this long trade, this is indicating a bit of reversal, I would say. I mean, I don't know how it would be trending tomorrow, how it would turn out tomorrow. If at all it is trading about 32,300, that is an indication that it is going to approach 32,500. Now if it closes above 32,500 levels, that is sort of an indication that it is indicating a bit of reversals on the chart. At the moment, towards the approximately towards the levels of 33,000 or 33,500 levels, it is intending to be approached further. That is one of the probability that we are looking for tomorrow's session. The another probability is if it all it opens somewhere around here and makes a drop. Okay, anywhere below 31,340 is the level where we will be looking to enter into short trade. Now this level, which has been drawn, rather a trend line which has been drawn here, is going to act as your OI, is going to act as your support as well. Now if you try to have it merged with the OI support, 31,000 level and the trend line which is out here will act as a support for you. Okay, Now I don't know if it is going to break down further or not. If it breaks down further, then we are going to look for the targets near about 30,500 or 440, 30,440 on the downside. Tomorrow being Friday, the option prices will be quite expensive, where the extrinsic value plays out the majority part of the ATM and above ATM options. So if you are entering long about 32,300, you can enter into the CE up to 32,700. Make a note that 32,500 is the OI resistance, so avoid that specific CE. If you are entering below 31,340 or 300, then you can enter up to the CE of 30,800. So you can select 31,300, 200, 100 and 30,900 or max 800. Okay, not building any sort of expectations or any sort of assumptions at the moment. Let's see how it trades out, because the move that takes place on the expiries are to be discounted. They are more of the data driven and not the actual trade that we look out for. So we discussed the pattern formation, we discussed the strikes to be chosen while trading. OI data is at the moment is considered to be negligible. So we are looking for the fresh OI data formation. Let's see how it turns out tomorrow with the morning session. Trend for tomorrow, I don't know. Let's see how it trends out, because today's move has indicated on the charts I have indicated a bit of intent to make a reversal, but since it was just an expiry move, I'm not taking too much into consideration. So let's wait for tomorrow's opening and see how it trends out. Trend at the short term basis is still negative. Okay, why negative? This is the trend which we are still in the play. Okay, if you look at this formation as well, it has just hit the high of this descending triangular pattern. So not judging or not saying anything at the moment. Let's see how it opens, how it trends out, and then we will be entering with the same trading plan as we have been doing, rather punting or rather trying any sort of stunts tomorrow. With respect to Nifty setup, we'll be coming directly onto the pattern formation. Again, no OI data in Nifty as well. So for Nifty, again the range that has been drawn are quite bigger on the charts. Again, we got the same pattern formations out here, the same descending triangle pattern formation out there, which is indicatively negative, based on the historical moves and plays that we have seen. Now let's say if at all it breaks out, I don't know if market is looking at the reversals to be taking place. If at all it breaks out and it begins to trade somewhere above 14,490, which is breakout of this resistance, but again above 14,490 you will be facing the resistance of 14,500. So ideally I will be looking for a long trade, or rather you should be looking for a long trade, a comfortable long trade above 14,530, where you have passed 14,500 OI resistance. Now this turns out into your support if it begins to fall. Indicator targets for tomorrow is somewhere around 14,680. Okay. Now again, if you have entered into 14,530 odd, then you should be expecting 14,600, which is OI resistance again, to be acting as your hurdle. Again, if it opens or opens a bit with a gap down, this point would get confirmed as one of the point forming this formation. So if at all it breaks down 14,280 odd levels, you can certainly enter into the short trade for the initial targets up to 14,210 or 14,200 levels, which is again going to be your OI support. Your fall may get hurdled out there. If at all it further breaks down, then you can certainly look for the levels of 14,130 or 140 odd. Yeah, this is with respect to the sort of clear trades, or rather the breakout or the breakdown trades for tomorrow. But ideally, going by the way we have been trading, going by the trading plan that we have been going, we will be always be looking for the entries at the reversal points and not at the breakout or the breakdown points. So that requires the continuous monitoring of the charts, data, and keep you updating with the happenings on the charts. With respect to the strikes that you should be looking to enter, if you are entering above 14,530 odd, you can select any strike up to 14,600 or 14,650. if you're entering below 14,280, you can look for the strikes of 14,250 to 14,200. Okay, these are the strikes you can trade with. Trend for tomorrow, let's see. Today's expiry move have actually puzzled sorry, today's expiry move have actually puzzled quite a lot. So tomorrow's momentum, tomorrow's opening will help us know what exactly it is about to do. Trend for a short term basis is negative. There is no change in the trend at the moment. Okay, this being the final support levels, Nifty has been struggling, or rather have been trying since past 3 days to hold these levels and don't break it down further. We'll refrain from saying that I'm expecting a fall, or I'm expecting the recovery out here. Sorry guys. let it happen, and then we will be trading it further. Yeah, with respect to the news or the events that you usually track during your trading hours, so guys, COVID is something which is not just spiking up or just not just settling down. The impact of COVID has been seen from these levels. Okay, not from these levels. It has been seen from these levels. The rise or the comeback of COVID has been taking place from these levels and from these levels. Okay, so please, assigning any sort of fall or any sort of rise with the news and sentiments of the trader. Till the time you are continuing to do that, you are not going to look into technicals, or you are not going to look into the data and the chart the way it needs to be. Okay, don't act as the common retailers who don't have much idea about the technicals or the charts or how the way the trading happens. They are just here to punt. And don't act like that. I mean, I'm being tired of restating things that don't assign any sort of move or any sort of fall on the charts or on the indices to any sort of news. Have a logical question to yourself. The statement that I'm just going to make, that COVID is rising, hence the fall is taking place. Just ask yourself, is COVID rising now, or it has been rise since quite many days and more than a couple of weeks as of now. Okay, so there will be surprises. There will be certain days where we will not be able to do well. Okay, with everything being rightly placed onto the charts or as per the analysis. Do accept the way it is. Don't get disappointed. Don't sort of question why this and why that. Okay, you are not here for a very short stint. You are here for a long journey. So make the journey a bit fruitful and peaceful. Do refer to the handbook shared on the channel for the key things to remember while you trade. For the live trades, explanation and trading, you can join the Telegram channel, which link is shared in the description box for your reference. Also do subscribe to this YouTube channel for daily setup and further updates. Thank you all. See you tomorrow.